Now moving over to electoral crimes, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Bajabiamila says electoral crimes can lead to low quality, corrupt and violent political leadership, thereby helping election riggers and offenders rather take control of government against democratic will of the electorate. Now, Bajabiamila stated this during a one-day public hearing on a bill for an act to establish the National Electoral Offences Commission. The report.
The bill for an act to establish the National Electoral Offences Commission is a critical legislation. It has been part of all national conversations on constitution and electoral reforms for the last 13 years. This gathering is aimed at getting the input and opinion of stakeholders to take necessary legislative steps to address identified challenges and plug the loopholes encountered with the conduct of elections.
One will acknowledge that even our recent governorship elections in Ekiti and Osun State signifies milestone in Nigeria's democratic evolution. There is no doubt that a lot of work still needs to be done.
Provisions of the consolidated bill currently before the House of Representatives seeks to establish a commission that will be in charge of investigating and persecuting electoral offences created under the bill or any other law related to electoral offences.
In our view, having the commission in place and functional will no doubt enhance the credibility of the electoral process and contribute immensely to the nation's drive to have free, fair and credible polls, since the provision in the enabling law will serve as a disincentive to those wishing to perpetrate electoral offences.
Stakeholders will consider the 46 clauses bill. Are also recommended that jurisdiction and special powers of the court includes Electoral Offences Tribunal.
However, there were still observed issues, malpractices, especially during the electioneering processes, the most common being the issue of voter buying and manipulation of electorates.
Usually when offenses are identified and prescribed in a law, it's important that the punishment for it be commensurate with the offense identified. Looking at the Electoral Offences Commission propositions here, it includes that the proposal that says that at least 20 years imprisonment for ballot snatching. I think that is overwhelming. 20 years imprisonment for vote buying, that is overwhelming. 40 million at least as fine, which means it could actually extend to 100 million as fine.
However, the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in a different twist, kicked against the bill, suggesting that existing law enforcement agency should be strengthened to achieve maximum output rather than creating a new agency of investigating and persecuting electoral offences.
It's our position that there's no need to create an agency solely for the purpose of investigating and prosecuting electoral offences, most especially when our electoral processes is seasonal in nature, meaning that the elections are held once in 4 years in the country.
The submissions gathered by the committee will be presented to the House upon resumption, and it's expected that the 9th National Assembly will pass the bill.